J. White, just popping in for a few minutes to, of course, wish you a blessed week as always, to welcome you into December. Happy first day of December. This is my favorite month. But of course, as usual, to give you something to put on your hearts and minds to think about, to prepare for, whether this be for you or for someone in your life that you know. I am having several clients with anxiety, as I typically work with clients with anxiety. But one of the reasons that I am seeing so much anxiety right now is, yes, because of the holiday season, there's a lot of depression and anxiety because of lost loved ones, grief, and those types of things, traumatic types of things that happen during this time of year. But also because I'm seeing a lot of people that do not have their life strategies in place. As you guys all know, in the last month or so, there was a blip, we'll call it, with our systems where some of our people didn't get their SNAP benefits, so that they weren't able to get food the way that they normally did. And there are going to be upcoming issues in some of these systems ongoing. And if you don't have strategies, if you don't have backup plans, if you don't have God in your life to give you a strategy, you are going to face some difficult challenges. And like I said about a week ago, we're all in the same storm, but not all in the same boat. I know people like to think that we're all in the same boat, but we're not all in the same boat. Some of us have cruise liners, some of us have yachts, some of us have speedboats, some of us have dinghies, some of us have life rafts, and some of us just have life jackets and we're barely hanging on. And so the people that are in those areas, in those boats where you are just hanging on by a thread right now, now is the time for you to start thinking about other strategies, different things than you've done in the past. Start learning other strategies. Look at the people who have cruise liners, and I'm not talking about literally, but look at people who have more resources than you. What are they doing? If it isn't illegal, please don't follow them if it's illegal. But if it's not illegal, what are they doing? What are they doing differently than you are? How did they get to those resources? Yes, some of it was inherited, some of it was passed down. Not everybody worked and toiled and hustled for everything that they have. But think about the strategies, the different courses, the goals that they set. Sometimes you do have to glean from other people if the things in your life are not working for you. If you keep repeating the same things that are not working for you, it is going to continue to not work. If you have done the same thing for the last 20, 30, 40 years, and you are still in the same place in your life, dependent on other people, dependent on other systems, dependent on things that are outside of your control, you are in trouble right now. You're going to have to learn some different strategies. You're going to have to pick up some different tools for your life. So look at some people who are in a place where you desire to be and realize that your desire is not enough. You are going to, it's not out of your reach, but your desire for it is not enough. You're going to have to change some of your goals. You're going to change some of your strategies. You're going to change some of the things that you do for yourself. And I know some of us want to take everybody with us, and that's fine. But if you're broke, stuck, whatever right now, you can't take anybody with you. You're taking them to a place that is stuck. Okay. So if the blind is leading the blind, both of you are going to fall into a ditch, right? So listen, start now. Do not wait until January. Do not just grit your teeth and bear through December. December is one of the longest months of the year. It has 31 days in it. So this is going to be a tough month for many people if you are not willing to do something different. Like right now, today is December 1st. Start right now learning what you can, gleaning from those people who are in a different place than you are, one of the places that you desire to be. But also remember that your desire is not enough. When you glean the information, you have to put it into action. Many people are struggling with anxiety right now. Yes, because we are in the holiday season, but also because they are faced with looking at the new year coming in and repeating the same year they just had. That causes anxiety if you don't see a way out, if you want different but don't see how you're going to get there. So, what I'm telling you right now is not to stay in the same place, not to do the same things that you did last December. Hope is not enough. Desire is not enough. Even prayer is not enough. Yes, you should be praying, but when you pray, you need to be asking God for your strategy. Usually, God gives you some kind of strategy. He answers your prayer with something that you need to put into action, something that you need to do. So, what is it that you need to do starting right now to start your new year right now for your body, for your health, for your finances, for your wealth strategy, for your mind, for your mental health, and your emotional strategy? You need to do some things differently this coming year, but you need to start it right now. Do not Usually people actually start off behind and they don't know it because they think January 1 is when you start the thing. No, you start the thing in the fourth quarter of the year before. We are now in the last month of 2025, and now is the time to get started. Don't go through this month feeling the anxiety, but feeling hopeful that on January 1, you're going to start this thing and it's going to be great. 2026 is going to be great because you're going to start this thing on January 1. Because, yeah, you may start it, but if you don't have a strategy to complete it, to continue to walk it out when things get hard. Yes, January is exciting typically because it's a new year, but come the mid of February, most people drop all the goals and all the resolutions that they made in December or in January. You need a life strategy. This is not going to be something that's going to be a resolution for you unless you plan to live it out your entire life. Think of life strategies, a lifestyle plan. What are you going to do right now to start changing the life that you have right now? See the life that you want, visualize it, write it down, desire it, pray for it, but then you have to decide that you are going to do the things, you're going to put things in place that will not only get you there, but keep you there. Many people don't have a problem with losing weight if that's your new year's resolution or if that's one of your goals. Most people don't have a problem losing the weight. What they have a problem with is keeping the weight off, and that problem comes because you don't have a strategy to live it out as a part of your lifestyle. You only have the goal. And then once you reach the goal, you don't have the next part in place that says and teaches you and shows you how to keep the thing going. So, whether your goal is about weight loss, whether your goal is about decreasing anxiety and getting healthy and whole and going toward healing, you have to have a plan for that. Because even if God said you are healed right now, because He actually has said you are healed right now, but are you doing the things that help you hold on to that healing? Are you still going back and eating all those terrible foods that you were eating before you got healed? If you're doing that, you will not hold on to your healing, and you will think that God didn't heal you. The truth is, He did. You just didn't have your strategy in place to hold on to it so that it manifested in completion and you were able to walk it out through the rest of your life. That is what I am telling you. You can have the thing. Having the thing, reaching the goal is not typically the problem. The problem is the lifestyle that you use throughout the remainder of the year and your life to hold on to the thing. So I admonish you right now on this day, December 1st, 2025, that as you look toward 2026, you go ahead and start implementing the goals, the plans, the strategies that you have right now, and then think all the way through that thing to the lifestyle that you want, because it's not going to be temporary. If you think of this goal, this change, this strategy as temporary, you're going to gain the thing and then lose it. That's how people yo yo back and forth in every area of their lives, whether it be health, whether it be finances, whatever it is, you will yo yo back and forth if you do not have a sustainability plan. How are you going to gain the thing? And then how are you going to sustain it? So I challenge you right now, today, starting today through the month of December, to go ahead and start planning your lifestyle, what you're going to change, what you're going to do. Get started now and then carry it throughout all of 2026. Okay? Many people struggle with anxiety right now because you have a desire with no plan. I challenge you to put the plan into place. Okay. All right, guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope you have an amazingly blessed week. I will be back soon with more, but until then, be proactive about your mental health, be well, and God bless.